Hello everyone, today we'll be learning how to use pixellab. So now let's start. This 3 circle here now is for your background. Just to use any background of your choice. If you want to use background from this slide now, you see some of them already, the fonts, they have done something on it. The text, I mean. So for here now is where you get your background, just any background you want to use. Now here is for text. That A is for this text now. This text, this new text is for text. Anything that concerns text, anything that concerns anything you want to write. So now, here is for edit. You edit it here. You change it, you delete and change it. Here is for delete. Here is for copy. If you want to copy what you've written, so here is for copy. This back and front, I'll explain it later. This one is for positioning, for movement. Okay. Here is for relative positioning. This two in the middle is for moving your text to the center of your page, your screen. Here is for moving it to the bottom, here to the side, here on top, here by the side. This one is for the middle. This one is for the size of your text. It's for increasing or decreasing of your text. Here is for pedaling. This one is for more advanced class. This one is color. You want to change the text color, so here is for color. Here is where you get your color. This opacity is for just, you see it 0%, it has disappeared, so it's just to reduce it. There is a place you will learn how to do those ones. This one is for rotating. You rotate your text. If you want to rotate it, either you want to put your text like this and something, or you want to put it like this, so it's for rotating. This one is for font. You change the font to any font of your choice. Then this one, style, you either make it, the B is for bold, the I is to slant it, the U is to underline, and the T that is crossed is to cancel every process you've taken. Then this curve now, I'll show you how to use it. So this one is to curve your text, you see it now, is to curve it. This one is to add a background to your text, you see it now. I have background, my text has background. Okay. This one is to align. When you have 2 or more sentences, is to align them. This one is for spacing. There are things you want to design, you want to space so that to enter what you're designing. Then this one also is for when you have 2 or more sentences, you use this one. So here now, is your stroke. We want to add stroke, you see it now. You want to add stroke to your design. So that is here. You see how it's changing color. It makes your text look beautiful sometimes. This one is inside shadow. Okay, that one is shadow. This one is inside shadow. This one is shadow. You see the shadow now. So this one is shadow. You add your shadow. That is where to add shadow. This one is inside shadow, for inside. This one is emboss, is to make it look somehow another color. Don't worry, I'll explain it later in other design. This preface is for more advanced. This 3D, you turn your text to 3D. You understand what I mean? It has turned to 3D. You rotate it, you see it now. You see it. You see it now. It's now in 3D. This one is for shadow, your 3D shadow. You see it now. Then this one is for reflect. You see it, my text is reflecting underneath. So this next one is for your shape. When you import image from here, now let me show you something. When you import image from here, a minute, let's use this image. You see it now. Then you click OK. You see it, it's moving here. Then this thing is about the image, every image you've done, you've brought in. Now, here is draw. We all know what draw is, to draw on the screen. Then this one is for shapes. Well, if you want to design anything and you need shape, you get it from here. Now, let me explain something about this shape. Let me add color so that it will be visible. Now you see, this radius here is to reduce that point, that sharp point of the square. You either reduce it completely to become a circle. When it's 100%, it become a circle. When you want just to curve the mouth, the tip of your square, so it's from there. And stroke, you add a stroke to what you want to design. You see it, the shape has stroke. This is stroke. You add stroke. I'll explain to you how it works. Now, this one is for arrows. That one is another big one. Then here is everything that concerns your background. Let me delete this first. Here, everything that concerns background, the background of what you're designing. You want to change the color, you see it is changing the color, you see. So everything that concerns your background is here. If you import any image from here, from this fourth icon, it will become big. Okay, let me show you something. Let's import from gallery first. Let's use that Airtel that I used. You see what I mean? It's now the background. So that is what I mean. Anything you import from this fourth icon is background. But anything you import from here, from this import in this third icon, is something that can move. You can place it anywhere. Like an image you've downloaded, you will place it here. So now this fourth place is for anything that concerns your background also. You see it? So it's for the background. It's for brightness of your background. You see it? Everything that concerns the background. Now, this place now, this one here, is everything that you're working with. Like now, let me show you something. I add this new shape. I click it. I come to here. You see, that new shape has appeared. Here is where you can lock anything you want to lock. It can't move again. Now my shape cannot move. It's locked. I open it again. It can move. So this is how you place something so that it cannot move when you're designing something. Delete it. Now, this one is to undo. Like I deleted this shape now. I've clicked it. It's undo. It's undone what I did before. That is what it does. I delete it again. Here, if you if you use any image from here, it will reflect on your full screen. This place now works the same way with this third icon. This third icon works with this any gallery any image you import from here. This one is for image size. There are things you want to design, you want to reduce this size. Now, you can come here, you see different place, YouTube channel, profile picture, what have you. You can use here. When you reduce it, like okay, just use YouTube thumbnail. You see it now? It's now a bit small. That is how you use that YouTube pictures. So that is how you work with your image size. This place now is where you save. You can either save as an image or as a project. When you save as project, it will come here. Let me show you something. These are my projects. So you see, these are my projects. If I save it as project, like someone said, okay, please, so there's something you designed for me, I need you to correct it. You go back to your project, you bring the picture, the design you did, you correct it, and you send back. We all know this third icon on your right is for share. This plus here is for text again. Text, current date, sticker, shapes from gallery, and draw. This from gallery that here works with this. It's the same thing with this import here. This plus sign works with this import here. You bring any gallery, you bring any image from here, it can move. Now here is for quote. You want to design something for someone, you just need a quote from here. You get any quote you want. Now let's do a little design. Now let's do a little bit design. delete this. I'm using shapes for this design, so now I'll use a circle shape like I use. Let me use my radius and complete it. Now my radius is complete. I'll use stroke. I'll add stroke to it, and I'm using a yellow color for my stroke. A yellow color. My stroke is, let's use 10 for the stroke. Now let's increase size. Let me show you from the relative side so that you understand what I mean. Let's use 80. Let's use 80. Now come to this relative positioning. Use these two on the center to move your image to the middle. You see these two. Okay, then I copy this image again. I copy it. I come to this relative positioning. I reduce it. Let's use 65 or 60 perhaps. Let's use 60. Then I use my relative positioning. Now you see I've gotten something. So now here is the shape. Now let's add text to it. Now let's edit. I delete graphics. This double T here is to change your text to capital or small letter. Capital or small letter. You click OK. Now let's change the color so that it will be visible for the eyes to see. I use black. Now let's go to font. I'm using Emerald Bold for my font, and then I increase the size. Let's increase the size. Let's use 60 for our size. Now let us do something. Let's curve it. So we're using minus 65 for our curve. Now you see you have designed something. Oh, now let's go to another. Let's find another text again. You edit. You put your initial as D, as I'm using D. You can put your own name for the design. Let's change the color to black first so that it will be visible for the eyes. Black. Okay, good. Size. Let's increase our size to, let's see, to full 300. Okay, let's find the font. Let's use this wrestler. Now we'll move it to the center. Good. Now let's do a little bit work on this design. Now you come to this 3D rotating, or this 3D. Now it's in 3D. We rotate it so that it will look a little bit, so that you see what I mean. So you see my 3D. You can add any color of your choice. So you see I'm using this golden color. You can use any color of your choice. Anything you want to do, you use. So I'm using this. So you see now you can use any color you like. You can use blue, black, just use any color of your choice there from the gradient. I'm using this. So you see now this is our little bit design, our graphic design. You change your background color to white. Let's use white. So you see now, so this is here, this is our design. This is how to use pixellab. So I would like everyone to do this design. Use your own initial, your own name. You design it just like this. You design everyone. This is a little bit introduction into graphic design using pixellab. Thank you.